Imagine a world where life-changing inventions are quietly locked away, destroyed, or hidden from the public. Not because they didn't work, but because they worked too well. From cars that run on air to devices that could potentially cure diseases, history is full of strange disappearances and suspicious endings. Today, we're diving into 10 inventions that may have been suppressed to protect profits, power, or something even bigger. Since 1951, the United States has had the Invention Secrecy Act. It allows the government to classify any patent application if they believe it poses a national security risk. But here's the thing. These inventions aren't always weapons. They could simply be technology that works a little too efficiently. Over 5,000 patents remain locked away under secrecy orders, ranging from advanced propulsion systems to devices that allegedly generate free energy. We may never know exactly what's in those files, unless someone decides to talk. In the late 1990s, General Motors introduced the EV1, sleek, fully electric, and adored by everyone who drove it. Celebrities loved it, drivers praised it, and charging stations were popping up across California. But then, GM recalled every single one and crushed them. Officially, they claimed it wasn't profitable. Unofficially, a car that needed no gas, almost no maintenance, and no oil changes was bad news for the oil industry. And just like that, a revolutionary car was erased. Stanley Meyer claimed to have built a car that could run entirely on water. Using a device he called a water fuel cell, he demonstrated a working dune buggy fueled by nothing but H2O. He rejected million-dollar buyouts and even caught the interest of the Pentagon. But then came the lawsuits, accusations of fraud, and finally, Meyer's sudden death in 1998. His brother says Meyer's last words were, "They poisoned me." Official cause? Brain aneurysm. Coincidence or conspiracy? In 2007, Tata Motors teamed up with French engineer Guy Niger to launch a car powered entirely by compressed air. The AirPod could be refilled in 90 seconds and travel up to 130 miles. Plans were in motion to bring them to India by 2011, but it never happened. Refueling stations were non-existent, funding dried up, and the inventor passed away. Today, the AirPod is little more than a fascinating what if. Back in the 1930s, Royal Raymond Rife claimed to have invented a machine that could destroy cancer cells using targeted electromagnetic frequencies. Early demonstrations impressed doctors until his lab mysteriously burned down. Pharmaceutical companies allegedly saw him as a threat. Without clinical trials, the medical community dismissed it as quackery, and Rife faded into obscurity. Yet, some people today still swear by Rife machines in alternative medicine. Free energy, machines that create more power than they consume, has been the holy grail for over a century. Nikola Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower was said to transmit wireless electricity across the globe. Others, like Townsend Brown and Henry Moray, claimed to have working devices, yet every single one disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Were they frauds? Or were they erased to protect trillion-dollar energy industries? Pogue claimed his carburetor could get 200 miles per gallon. Tom Ogle claimed his could get 100. Neither invention reached mass production. Ogle, just 26 years old, died suddenly after refusing to sell to major oil companies. Official cause? Overdose. Friends and family weren't convinced. As for Pogue, his designs vanished without explanation. Coincidence? Or sabotage? Physicist Joshua Silver created glasses that allowed the wearer to adjust their own prescription with a simple dial. No optometrist needed. Perfect for millions in developing countries. But big eyewear companies reportedly had no interest in a product that could put them out of business. Today, they're only available in limited charity programs, despite their potential to change lives worldwide. In 1989, Martin Fleischmann and Stanley Pons announced they had achieved cold fusion, unlimited clean energy at room temperature. But replication attempts failed, ridicule followed, and funding vanished. Many called it junk science, but a small group of researchers insists it was buried to protect the energy industry. If it was real, it could have ended dependence on oil and nuclear power overnight. British hairdresser Maurice Ward invented starlight, a mysterious material that could withstand extreme heat, even a nuclear blast. He proved it live on TV, protecting a raw egg from a blowtorch. NASA wanted it. The military wanted it. But Ward refused to sell unless he stayed in control. He died in 2011 without revealing the formula. To this day, starlight remains one of the greatest lost inventions. Whether these stories are evidence of real suppression, corporate greed, or just brilliant myths, one thing's for sure. If even one of these inventions truly worked, it could have changed everything. The question is, who decides which ideas we're allowed to see? For more stories like this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.